obviously. We're just going to keep expanding this one, so keep moving it further and further away from him, longer durations, doing crazier stuff. Nope, sit. Good. And basically just use this one to get him really in tune with you because he knows what it means. Good. And in the event he does break, we use either the on marker or the no marker. No being followed up with the correction right away. And as soon as he gets back there, make sure you're marking good and rewarding that. And as far as treats right now, I'm using a mixture of his kibble, Bill Jack, and the nibs you gave me. Good. Sit. Down. No, down. Good. Notice how he came to the front? So for him, down means lay down in front of me. It's not a static position yet. He won't do it anywhere, unlike his sit. So to work on that, Auggie free. We're going to bring him into that side position. Down. Good. We're using our hand to guide him right now just to show him that when I say down, it does mean, hey, you can go down right here. It's fine. Nope. Good. And then once we have him down and over there, free. Auggie. Good boy. Come on. Sit. Down. Good. Auggie, sit. No. Sit. Good. Then we'll just move ourselves and change the picture of him again. No. No. Good. So now when I ask him, Auggie, down. Good. Because our dogs work in pictures, every time I move around him, to him he could think of it as a different command until he generalizes that the word just means go into that position. Good. Sit. So once we have those underway, good. This is just another position now. Good. Down. Good. Good. Sit. Good. Down. Good. Good. Auggie, sit. Notice how I left me again. He's not quite comfortable being between my legs yet. So to work on that one, we're just going to lure him back into there. Come on. Sit. Good. Auggie, come here. Good. Heel. Good. Alright, so working on his heel, we really need to work on those auto sits. And one of my favorite exercises for that is just, it doesn't really have a name, I refer to it as step and stop. So, lure into heeling hand. Auggie, heel, then stop. Good. As soon as he gets to that sit, reward for it. Because we already have his attention with the lure, he's way less likely to get out in front of us. Now I did get a little bit sideways on me this time, so we're going to try that again. Auggie. Heel. Good. So, it kind of progressed through there, but if I talk about it, the first one we have the food right in his face. Heel. Good. And then it's just a matter of, there's food in my face, what do I have to do to get it? So he cycles through behaviors. When he decides on that sit, we reward him for it. Then we up it from there. Auggie, heel. Good. And now he's watching the food, but it's not right in his face. And then we up it one more time from there. Auggie, heel. Good. Sit. So that time, he was coming along with me, I stopped, and this was his chance to like prove himself. Say, hey look, I was paying attention to what we did the last 3 times, I'm learning, and he came right to that really nice crisp stop. Another thing we can do to really practice those positions and cement them in his head is just cycling positions. And this is a really fun game for our dogs. So for this one, I like to put food in both hands. That's right, we're doing fun things. Get the leash out of the way because we're going to need both hands. So you're just going to use your food and lure your dog from position to position as you call them out. Really important, make sure you say the position name before you move, because of how dogs learn. So as soon as you're done, mister, I would say, Auggie, here. Good. As soon as he gets to position, reward him. Auggie, heel. Good. Auggie, here. Good. Auggie, heel. Good. Now, the other thing we can do is calling to the positions. So teaching him to find them from any direction. So if I were to call him to a front right now, and I'm going to use food to help him because he doesn't know it necessarily yet, but instead of just walking straight up to me, he has to swing his body around and come straight. So, Auggie, here. Give him that help. Good. Remember, dog training is getting him to do it right as many times as possible. Nope. Good. And if I were to leave him here, Auggie, sit. Now from here, I can call him to a heel. So, Auggie, heel. Help him in. Good. Good. Go, boy. Auggie, here. Good. Heel. Sit. Good. So as you can see, his recalls are getting a lot better. He's responding really well to that here. And I definitely have been able to see throughout this week that he knows that as the command before. Like if I say, Auggie, come, he's just like, what? But if I say, Auggie, here, he's like right in front of me. So we're really happy with how that's coming. That's one that I would practice on a long line, so if he does decide, hey, look, squirrel, we can still say, hey, no, we're working here. So with all these behaviors, especially the basic ones that he knows, so a basic heel, sit down, and recall, we're going to start moving them into other areas and generalizing them. So as you can tell, he's pretty good in my living room because this is where we've done the majority of our training. But you're not going to need him to work in my living room, you're going to need him to work everywhere else. So I started doing that when we went on our little hikes, and then this week we started going to more populated urban areas. So we went and worked in front of the grocery store, and we went and worked at a little strip mall. And he did about how I expected. I mean, he's still a puppy. And for first outings, I was actually really happy with him. Basically, Auggie is a friendly dog, and like any dog, he has a threshold. And for him, it's about 8 to 10 feet. When we get within about 8 to 10 feet of new people, he's like, I'm going to forget you're here, and I'm going to go say hi to them. And that's fine right now, because he doesn't know any better. So our job is to find where that threshold is, and then work right on the edge of it. So if there's another person, say, 8 to 10 feet away from me, and Augie's losing contact with me and zoning in on them, then I'm going to stop right where we are there, and we're going to do sits and downs and recalls and just heel back and forth right along that threshold line. And the goal of that is that we teach him, hey, even when we're this close to another person, it doesn't matter, you're still with me. If we went too close to that person because we're like, oh, we want to challenge him, well, that's a bad idea, because if we lose him entirely, then there's really nothing to cling to in our training. Don't be afraid when he gets out there. A lot of times he'll lose interest in his treats. And that just, it is what it is. Like, I'm still going to offer you the food when I mark it. If you don't want to take it, that's up to you. You snooze, you lose. You still have to do it. It's not optional. Good. So yes, work right on those thresholds, and as we continue working them, we should see them get smaller and smaller as he realizes it doesn't matter what's around him, he's still working with us. Set him up for success, so aim for fairly low populated areas where there's enough people that we can work those thresholds without them getting our way. Nope. Good. Because if we have people walking through them, well, he's not ready for that yet. Go.